Okay, hello everybody and welcome. So it's been a while since I've last uploaded or really done anything content-wise on the channel, but seeing as how things are different right now, I figured why not better get back into everything. So today I will be calling back to my channel and we're going to start out with a live stream of Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War. So, if you want, stay and enjoy the content, check out a couple things. If you don't have access, you want to see what the season's going to bring, that's why I'm here, to show you everything. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy. The stream will go on for about an hour or so you can come back, pop in whenever you want, so it's up to you. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is check out the season pass. So I was lucky enough to get the pre-order of the game where I got the free 20-tier skip, so I didn't have to buy anything, which is great because that means I don't have to worry about paying for the first season pass, and then this will determine whether or not I want to do it in the future. But the rewards is very similar to Modern Warfare with the skins and the watches. They're going to bring that all back. Mixtapes, weapon variants, and everything else. Two biggest things are the weapons. So the MAC-10 submachine gun is going to make a return from Black Ops 1, so that's really cool. And then making its first time debut in a Call of Duty game is the OTS-14 Groza assault rifle, which I have used this thing extensively in Battlefield games and absolutely loved it, so I'm really happy that they decided to port it over here. And eventually we'll be getting a new shotgun too in the future, I think along the lines of the Striker, but until that point I'm not really going to worry about it. They also did bring back the variant store from Modern Warfare, which I think everybody saw coming. Like, I was expecting them to, but they do have some cool variants, and like this AK for example looks absolutely clean. It looks amazing. I managed to go ahead and pick up a M16 variant with my ugly gold camo, but that's besides the point. So what we're going to focus on today is mainly playing through the season, working on getting the new guns, and then also weapon leveling. So I am trying to do a grind for Dark Ether. So eventually I will be doing a stream or video about me getting to that point, getting Dark Ether and zombies, but until then I have to level up all the guns. As many of you who have played this game know, this past weekend was double XP, so I took full advantage to go ahead and try to finish off as many guns as I can, including some of the SMGs, tac rifles, snipers, not all of them, and then a couple other things, pistols and all the sort, but it is what it is. So, the best way I think I'm going to do this is to play Raid the Mall. And that's probably just because the raid is in it, and then we get a chance to play the new map. It seems like no one really wants to do it, so we'll see. But yeah, let's start. I know a lot of other people are probably also streaming this as well, so if you took the time out specifically to check out mine, I'd really appreciate that. Starting off new, not going to expect a whole lot, but it is what it is. My hopes was that I could get some other people on who would also be playing this, but it seems as if nobody really is right now, so maybe at a later time I'll check. For right now, I'm not really going to worry about it. So yeah. I think the one thing I'm looking forward to, and this is really just the weapons, the Groza. I really want to use that thing. And it is what it is. But until then, I will be using the Bullfrog, trying to level that up, and then I'll start using the MAC-10 until I unlock the Groza. So, yeah. So last night I played a little bit of Season 1, and I did get a chance to play on Raid, and I really enjoyed it. Pines Mall I haven't really played yet, which I think it's funny that this is just a reference to Back to the Future. But I don't know. No one's really saying anything about this map yet, or I just haven't checked, so I guess we're about to find out. But yeah, let me know if you guys are excited for Season 1 of Cold War. How's your experience been so far? I know a lot of people seem to have mixed feelings about the game, but, you know, as much problems as this game has, I do enjoy it, which is an unpopular opinion, I feel like. But I feel like this game is enjoyable, even if it is kind of just an unfinished Modern Warfare copy. I enjoy it.
Team deathmatch. CIA team, defend our freedom.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. So, okay, long sight lines to be expected. Okay. I just can't see him. Spotting people visually in this game is a big issue. And so is the expecting. I guess everybody's on right now trying to play this. Not to mention that lag spikes have been very frequent recently, especially because right now I'm playing on PS5. And let's just say that ever since yesterday's update, the lag has been insane in terms of stuttering. And I'm sure I'm not the only person experiencing this, so as we'll have to see. But, you know, it could be worse. And then there's this guy just camping. He knows where I am. Oh well. Still have the AC-130 on, even though I'm probably not going to get it in a game of team deathmatch. I don't know why I have it on, but oh well. I do like the Bullfrog, even if it is just a carbon copy of the Bison. Because the Bison was one of my favorite SMGs in Modern Warfare. So, yeah, it's very weird this year. I think 2020 is almost at an end, and honestly, I couldn't be happier, considering that how absolutely crazy this whole year has been. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, but just between COVID and everything else, and all of the craziness happening on, the world just seems to be falling apart slowly. It's like I remember, what sucked for me was coming out of senior year of high school. So I didn't really get a chance to have the graduation and everything that, you know, a normal senior class would expect to have. But I mean, I walked into that. I guess I can't fault myself too much. It had to happen to someone.
We're losing the advantage.
I wish it wouldn't have happened to us, but at the same time I wouldn't want it to happen to anybody else, so it is what it is. I've accepted it at this point. Yeah, I'm not too bad at this game. I have moments where I do good, but like most people, I have moments where I absolutely suck. And it seems more to just be dependent on how I play at certain points. So, don't fault me there, but we'll see. And also so another thing, a lot of people in this game have been complaining about weapon leveling. So, I actively check out the Black Ops Cold War subreddit constantly, always keeping myself updated with everything happening. And the amount of people complaining about weapon leveling, I 100% can agree, weapon leveling in this game is way too slow at some points. Especially in zombies. So I'm a very avid zombies player. And leveling in zombies is absolutely awful. I don't understand why it is the way it is. I can't make any sense of it. But unfortunately, you know, there's nothing we can really do about it yet at this point in time. I mean, eventually, hopefully they'll fix it, and I imagine with Season we have our double XP tokens. They'll be bringing double XP events. Hopefully around the holidays for Christmas, they'll bring in like double XP week or something up until New Year's, because they know everybody's gonna be home playing this thing. But it is what it is. You know. I think I'm excited though to get that push for Dark Ether, because in past CODs I've never really made an attempt to push for a high-end camo like that. It's like even in Black Ops 2 when Diamond was out, I didn't really do anything with that either, which kind of disappointed me. I got gold in a couple guns, but I never really bothered, and it wasn't really until Black Ops 3, or actually Advanced Warfare, where I started going for camo challenges, where I would get gold and then diamond, even though weapon variant skins were much better than both of those. And then you had the royalty versions, and they were nice, but it just wasn't the same. Then Black Ops 3 surprised everyone with Dark Matter, and then the year after, Infinite Warfare just completely copied Dark Matter, named it like Black Sky or something, which I thought was hilarious, but at the same time, like, very uncreative. But, you know, especially, like, I think Modern Warfare, especially with the variants and the cool skins that newer ones ended up getting, camos in Modern Warfare, I really didn't, like, want to get them anymore. It just really wasn't, they just weren't that enticing. Like, gold was nice. I thought gold was a really good camo, but at the same time, platinum and Damascus just didn't feel worth it to me. Like, they look nice, sure, but I like, as a replacement for diamond and then like a dark matter type skin, I feel like they could have done much better. They could have included a diamond skin, but they ultimately chose not to, and that just is disappointing in so many ways. But oh well, the game's in the past. See, everybody's still using the AUG. Oh well. Not bad, 22 and 20. Could have done better, but it's kind of weird how play of the game has really evolved instead of just final kill, which I honestly like to play better, because people pull off cool stuff with it and they get lucky. But you know, and I'm sure some of you could go back in the stream and watch this, or you saw during my game, it constantly lagged and did all sorts of crazy things. Look, I have no clue. I wish I could answer and be like, oh yeah, it's fine, but nope. Hopefully, Treyarch will have another update soon, just a small patch, or they'll not even have to update, where they'll fix those things, but until then, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm not holding out hope. And honestly, as much as I really want to get my hands on this game and start playing it, I probably could have dealt with another year of Modern Warfare. And only because this game, because of COVID, was incredibly rushed into production by Activision, and Treyarch had to do it no matter what. So I don't really pin the blame on this game's problems on Treyarch. yeah, they're to blame for a couple things in terms of balancing and all, but I really blame Activision for pushing them to put this game out early. Mostly because it just wasn't ready. The game state, like the beta was fine, which it's so weird that the beta of this game was fine when I played it. And then when the game came out in full, I was very surprised with how sort of unfinished it seemed. And like especially with the weapons. I understand it's the Cold War era. There's not a huge selection of weapons at the time. But like 5 assault rifles to start, 5 SMGs. I mean, I guess tactical rifles in Modern Warfare were in the assault rifle category. So there's that, but it really wasn't a major selection to start with. Like, you think of other games, I think of like Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 as good examples of, or even Black Ops 2. Just the amount of weapons that launch was perfect. And I mean, I guess it is kind of better they don't have as many, because it makes it easier for camos, especially going for Diamond and Dark Ether, Dark Matter Ultra if you're into that. I guess it's better that they have only a few of each, because then you have to worry less about leveling up more guns. So ultimately it just depends on your point of view. But yeah, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. I think this game will definitely get better within a certain point. So I'd say definitely within the future this game will get much better. But we just gotta give it time. So ultimately we'll have to see what happens. Oh well. You know, I'm not really gonna focus too much on all the little things. I mean, I'm sure tons of people have already pointed out the amount of problems that this game currently has, and me adding on to it is not really something that I should need to do. So I'm not gonna worry about it for right now. But I find it weird that a lot of people seem, or not weird, but I understand that a lot of people don't really enjoy this game right now. And that is completely understandable. I, for one, do enjoy this. And all my friends who have played this game, they're not a big fan of it right now. And they still ask me, like, how can you enjoy the game at this point in time? How can you enjoy it? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know why it is I enjoy it. I just do. Mostly because it's fun. You know, new content, new weapons, new maps and everything. And yeah, it's gotten a little stale, but hopefully Season 1 will be getting more content. Things will get better. I am still disappointed with the lack of zombies maps, and all they're doing is just adding game modes. So that's something that I don't understand, but it's besides the point. So, you know,
Team deathmatch.
it just doesn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So yeah, you know, you play the game you want to enjoy, and that's that. If you enjoy a game that I don't like, I'm not gonna say, oh, you can't play that game because I don't like it. Like, you're entitled to enjoy your own game. Like, that's the whole point of having free thought, and I feel like today especially, being able to openly speak your opinions is something that's almost frowned upon. And that would be a debate for a whole entire video. I do plan on doing commentary videos, so first and foremost, I want to state, and I will probably make a video talking about this as an introductory video. You know, I'm still very new at the YouTubing thing. I've done it in the past with Infinite Warfare and World War II, but now I'm newer to it. So, you know, getting back into the swing of things, getting my friend to help me out with a couple things, as he's been making videos longer than me. you know, it is what it is. But you know, ultimately it's just a debate of opinion. Okay. So, and I'm sorry, I keep getting off track, and that happens when I try to play a game and talk about something at the same time. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So first and foremost, this is a gaming channel, so I will be posting videos about different gameplay, and probably mostly going to be about Cold War, but I do have a couple other projects lined up. There are a couple other games I play, such as For Honor, Ace Combat, and a couple other things I think might be interesting to work on as a project, so I will end up doing those. Commentaries I will also do if I feel like there's something that needs to be addressed, or just something that I feel like I need to voice out an opinion on. I will absolutely do that. But it's, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and he was just behind me. Yeah, I let those things happen to me, because why not? Ah, he was right there. Why is it I always run into him? I don't know what that person's doing, but okay. And I don't know what I'm doing either. So the M16 AUG issue in this game. Yeah, no, I can 100% agree that they need to get a nerf. They need to be rebalanced. 100% need a rebalance. Okay, I don't understand that. The AUG is a good gun, and so is the M16, but they're almost too good. Like, they're too powerful. And it's one of those things where I just wonder, like, what was going on in the developer's head when they were making this game. It's like, why make them so overpowering that everybody would use it and just absolutely demolish with them? I mean, I can't really complain. I've done the same thing. I've used the AUG and the M16 extensively, and they're two of my favorite weapons to use in this game. But you know, I can understand why people complain about them. I try to justify it, and that the guns need to be OP because of how they are. So the thing about the tactical rifles and burst rifles is you can't really balance them out to a point where the damage is like mediocre. I mean, you can try, it's just going to be difficult. Either way, the gun's either going to be a 1 burst or a 2 burst. And then God forbid you make it a 3 burst, in which case it's completely unusable. So in the case of the M16 and the AUG, if they make it a 2 burst, except if you get a headshot, then I could live with that, but they'd have to increase. I think fire rate would need a slight increase on the M16. I mean, granted, they have barrels for that increase fire rate, but for the M16 I used to run a barrel, but now I don't. For completely visual reasons, I guess. Not really a good excuse, but you know. It's one of those things that's just, you know. Yeah, this map isn't that bad. I like it. I like the sight lines, long range, close quarters. It's a good map, I feel like. I'm interested to see what the rest of the community is going to say about it, because they're either going to love it or completely hate it. because there's no in between for them. But I mean, you know. Could have had the third one, but oh well. Should really take the AC-130 off.
Enemy trophy system.
Yeah, no, let's take care of that.
Trophy destroyed. Target dropped.
You maybe stage a comeback if we're lucky. I really need a better grip or something on this thing for accuracy.
EKIA.
Accuracy on this thing is not too good. That, or I need to increase the mag size. Which is something I'd rather not do.
Hostile counter spy plane established above.
Prox mine
Enemy
out.
spy plane inbound.
Proximity mine neutralized.
Oh, nice.
Napalm strike standing by.
One by.
Ah,
Request
I
flight
tried.
line above.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, oh well. I didn't do too bad at the end there. It took me a while to get going. But, you know, could have been worse. This dude on the other team with this XM4 was going crazy. He's using, what, 13.5 heavy barrel? Yeah, that's what I also use. Is I feel like the barrel attachments in this game are weird because you think the last one is the best one, but in reality they're not. And I know everyone's like, well, what do you mean? They increase damage. I'm like, yeah, they increase damage, but in the case of the XM4, you have damage range and bullet velocity increase, but then you also have more recoil, and then you lose ammo, which I don't know how in the world a barrel somehow affects the ammo, but I don't think that the recoil and the ammo is worth putting on that barrel for a 7% damage increase. So I'd rather use this, where I have a higher bullet velocity and range, and I still keep I have good accuracy still. But I guess not everybody always feels the same about it. I mean, I can get that, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It's one of those things I just don't get. And of course not all of them are like that. Like here, the M16 for example, the barrels on this, I preferably use the strike team. Better fire rate and damage, lower damage range, but that doesn't matter to me. But then you have the 25 task force, where it increases damage, but there's no ammo restriction, just recoil. So it's one of those things where it's very pick and choose with attachments. And I like that this game is more tactically focused on attachments, and that's what makes the gun powerful, instead of just some guns being straight up overpowered, even though, well, we all know that's not true in this game, unfortunately. But I can appreciate what they're trying to do with it. The problem is it just doesn't work the way it should. I'm gonna throw this back on. It doesn't. You'd think it would work better, but it really doesn't. I don't really think they gave much thought to this game when they were doing that. They didn't really give much thought to the fact that, you know, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm really saying about it. I just go off without having any clue what I'm actually doing, but hey, you know, it is what it is. The point I'm trying to make, though, is that ultimately, the gunplay in this game is good, and I like that it focuses more on attachments, but the fact that some guns are straight up overpowered even without attachments is what ends up ruining it, because everyone uses the same thing. It's like, I want a COD game where there's a good variety, where everybody uses different weapons. And I feel like Modern Warfare, after fixing it, well, actually, I can't even really say that about Modern Warfare, because you always had the M4, the MP5, and the 725, and those were the top 3 weapons to use. Like, if you didn't use them, you were like, what were you doing? It's like, especially with the M4 725 Overkill class running Ghost back in the early days of Modern Warfare, when it first came out, and in the beta, like, that was the biggest thing, and I just find that absolutely crazy
Objective capture complete.
how that ended up working.
A lockdown.
Yeah, okay. But ultimately, it just did not. They fixed it, but then they added more guns, such as the AS Val and the R700 in the Season 6, which completely ruined any weapon balancing in that game at that point. So, you know, I mean, take from that what you will. Ultimately, it's not up to me to decide that kind of stuff for you. But, you know. I see the Mac 11 or Mac 10. It's already gotten its wonderful debut. Everybody's really into it. Ah. Come on, man. Oh, great. Okay.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
On the capture B. Yeah, see that? Those random lag spikes that just appear out of nowhere.
Hostile down.
I am trying to level this thing up. Oh, he's behind me. Spawns in this game are also another thing that I feel like are broken. But at the same time, spawns have always been an issue debate in every COD game, I feel like.
Hostile moving.
I think it really got bad though in Black Ops 4. That's what I remember is every time I played with my friends, we always all complain about the spawn mechanic in Black Ops 4 and how it just seemed to be incredibly broken. I mean, Black Ops 4 itself was a very weird game. Not to say I didn't enjoy it for a brief period of time, but at the end of the day, it probably remains as one of my least favorite Call of Duties of all time. Yes, I would rather play Ghosts, Infinite Warfare, or Advanced Warfare over Black Ops 4.
Location secure. Maintain current posture. Losing
And
B.
it's ultimately just because Black Ops 4 messed up several
Hostile
things.
spy plane established overhead.
And so did the other games, but at least those
Enemy has Bravo.
I could play and at least somewhat enjoy them. Not really with Black Ops 4 though. So I feel like Cold War was a good direction for Treyarch to go in, even though it was ultimately a very rushed decision. I still felt like it was probably the right thing to do. So, you know, take from that what you will.
We lost C.
Still wish they fixed the lag issue in this game. I really have no clue why all of a sudden they update the game and it becomes this bad, this unplayable, but it's besides the point. It shouldn't be like this to begin with. And this is the problem that everybody has, is that this game cannot. Activision struggles with these things constantly.
Confirming kill.
Wow, okay, I suck. But Activision really struggles with these things because they need to stop forcing the developers to do all these things. So it's ultimately money making. They want to make more money, but it ruins the experience for the players. But they don't care about the players. They just care about making money. And I can say I'm very guilty of this. I mean, hell, I bought this game
Kill.
and I'm playing it. So I mean, like, do you really think that I can just say, oh yeah, no, they're just money-making thieves when I'm sitting here buying their games knowing they're probably unfinished and everything? I mean, everybody's like that, but the problem remains the same, is that something needs to be done about it.
Half time.
And I feel like they kind of need people to play these games because then it brings awareness to the issues at hand, but maybe not. Maybe that's not the case after all, but whatever it is, I don't know. And it seems to be a thing only on PS5 though, although I understand that they're having big lag issues on, or not lag, but they have a lot of issues on other consoles. So that's the thing, if you're on a different console,
Secure an objective.
please let me know, like,
Taking C.
what it's like for you on there. If you're playing on PS4 or Xbox One, Series X, PC,
Alpha.
I was like, whatever platform you're on, let me know how this game has been playing for you. Because I understand there's been some issues, especially regarding PC players. PC players has been getting screwed over. And it really sucks, but at the same time, it's not really much they can do about it. But, you know, you feel bad that they spent money on a game that's ultimately ruining an experience for them. Oh, that's a nasty peek, and if he didn't kill me, I could have tried to line it up, but oh well.
Enemy napalm strike incoming. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. But
Enemy sniper working.
I'm struggling this game. I mean, I should have expected this, but jeez. It's not easy. But in the meantime, I might as well talk about some other things I'm currently working on in other games. So, one of those being game World of Warships Legends, which is very big on PC, World of Warships at least. And this is the console port, but I'm very big on that game, and I've been playing it for over a year and a half now, since it first came out in its early access stage. And they constantly are updating with cool and new innovative things, and I honestly love it. But I don't know. It's one of those games where I feel like if you're into being like more tactical games, like playing it more slow and things like that, definitely check it out. I would 100% recommend checking it out. I know I've enjoyed it. And alright, so there's the other thing I want to address as well. The whole deal with the shotguns shotguns as secondaries. I love and hate that because look at, like, he couldn't kill me with the sniper, so he instead decides he's gonna switch to a shotgun to kill me
Napalm strike standing by.
when I pretty much had him dead, but it doesn't matter. It's one of those things that I just really can't stand in this game when people do that. Like, it's not fun. Alright, that he got lucky, but still. Yeah, I still hate that I'm trying to use this pistol. And it's not even double XP either, so it's like, what's the point? I'm not using my tokens or anything.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
napalm strike. Enemy killed.
Awesome, that's gonna help us out. Ah, okay, spawn's flipped, I guess. No, he's just sitting there in the window. Guess no one's taking care of him. No, okay, there we go. Now someone's taking care of him.
Enemy care package above.
Visually, this game looks good, but when it comes to people like hiding behind cover and things like that, it's so hard to spot them. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way.
Hostile expired.
Like, visually spotting your enemies is very difficult in this game.
Contact down.
Ah,
It's as good as ours. Keep it tight and by the numbers.
Sullivan changed off the AC-130. I gotta remember to do that. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that kill. I really hate that lag thing. I don't understand it, and it completely messes up my game. Especially in moments where I need to be attentive with certain things. When it does that, and then all of a sudden I just can't move. Well, at least we ended up winning. I didn't do nearly as good as I would like to, but then again, I was trying to run around with a pistol, so I guess that's my fault. Especially if I'm not getting levels with it. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, no, definitely could have gone better. 100%. But I guess that's my own fault. Oh well. Rewards. Okay. You know, the one thing actually I saw was that they had mixtapes for the cars, for, I guess, Warzone, all those other game modes, which, yeah, they're cool, but I wish you could set that as, like, the basic menu. Like, how much would I love to load into this game listening to the Black Ops theme song in the background instead of this? I mean, this one's cool, sure, but I don't like it as much as I do other games. And I still think it's better than Modern Warfare's, though. That's just me. So you have a token for 1 hour. I don't want to use it, but I also feel like I should. I'd rather save them, honestly. Yeah, I'd rather save them for now. Like, I can struggle leveling up this thing in game. I did it with other guns. I was gonna finish it last night, but I never got around to it, so I'll wait till I get my hands on the Groza, then I'll use double XP and just completely level that thing up. But, no. We'll see what I can do with this game and all of that.
Domination.
But ultimately, it will depend. Actually, I should probably capture the points for levels.
Charlie locked down. Capture the objective.
I feel like I should also be using other guns besides this for long range, but at the same time, I need to get this one done and not get killed by people hiding in corners like that with semi-auto rifles.
Taking Bravo.
Damn. I love how the people get diamond on snipers and then start quickscoping with them, trying to think like as if they're trying to prove something. I don't know. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, that's right, I can do this. Nice. They're really after me.
We're taking control.
See if I can initiate a flank.
Losing C.
Or cause that to happen. Okay, that makes no sense. He has 3 people shooting at him, but he still kills me in 1 shot.
Securing Alpha.
See what I mean? The lighting in this game is so weird. I had no clue that that guy was even there, hiding in the dark. That time I just ran into him.
Losing Bravo.
I guess he has the dark ether. Okay.
Enemy spy plane.
Damn. I'm really struggling now. See, this is what happens also. The matchmaking in this game. Like, I'll have a decent game sometimes, and then I'll have games where I just can't do anything. And that's partially, it's a mix of 2 things. It's a mix of me being bad at the game at some points, and it's also a mix of just people I'm playing against. Also, that guy should not have been able to hit me with a sniper at that point, but oh well. It locks on to me, I can't even do anything because the game stutters. Like, I want to be able to enjoy this game and have fun playing it, but it's hard to do that when the game has the same issues that they seem to want to ignore. Oh, he's dead.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Oh, that was dumb. Actually, it was really dumb.
Counter spy plane inbound.
Revenge is so sweet.
I'm at least happy to see that this map sort of plays like Black Ops 2 in a sense, and that people are trying to run around. Or do that.
It's not one yet. Keep it tight.
But
Enemy field might destroy.
Halftime. Switching sides. Take the objectives.
Assist me on this objective. Taking Alpha. Alpha locked down.
Baker requesting spy
Enemy
plane.
is Charlie. Pulling ahead.
Established Angel 7.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Spy plane mission time clock 50%.
Kill.
Priority tasking request.
Jammer disrupted.
Securing Bravo. B locked down.
Lethal out.
Losing A. Taking Charlie. We lost A.
Napalm strike awaiting orders.
C secure.
Baker requesting napalm strike.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Spy plane established above.
Sorry about that. Just having a couple audio issues, but otherwise we're back.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
So I think I've slowly just decided to stop worrying about levels and just go for as many kills as I can. That should never have happened. But oh well. See, it's people like that who they just have the fastest trigger fingers in the world. And no matter what I do, how I push them, I always end up dying. But there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah. We got this one.
Shot's good.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Jammer disrupted.
I don't know who put a jammer down in the middle of everything like that, but okay. This gun is really not made for those long distance sight lines, but I can manage somehow.
Losing Bravo.
Enemy sniper.
Ah, I got trapped on the wall. Couldn't go anywhere.
It's as good as ours. Keep it tight and by the numbers. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Damn. Yeah, that's probably the sight I want to put on the bison when I get it, or the bullfrog. Call it the bison. It is the bison. That's essentially what it is. Oh, there's only 2 people left? Oh, that sucks.
Great job, CIA.
I don't understand why people feel the need to leave games like that.
Pays to be a winner.
Yeah, that I probably should have killed him there. Probably cost me play, but oh well. Yeah, he pops the corner, he just aims and knows I'm there. Oh well. Not much I can really do about that. But alright, cool. We got our first tier. Took me 4 games and I got a first tier. Oh no. Alright, let's go ahead and back out of this. Take a look at the new sniper variant. That's something I will use later, but that's besides the point. But otherwise, that's going to do it for now. So really, today just wanted to do something small. And wanted to, you know, go over a couple things and make my return. But you know, it is what it is. And ultimately, I'm really happy to be back. I'm excited for the things that I want to try to do and what I have planned to do. Hopefully I can get more content where I will be with other people and I can get more things happening, more people who would be interested in doing things like that. But ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see. But until then, thank you guys for checking this out. If you were staying tuned during the stream, let me know if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see or just things that stand out to you that I can improve upon, things like that. Otherwise, thanks for joining me, and I will hope to see you